Welcome back to the Sports Kitchen. It's your boy, the Data Dawn, SLPerion. Put the phone down and lock in, because today we're going to have a very uncomfortable conversation about the GOAT debate. We serve up the cold hard facts in the kitchen, and the data coming out of Los Angeles today is brutal. LeBron James just made history last week. He broke Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's all-time record for career field goals. But at what cost? Because right now, the miles are finally catching up. LeBron is sitting out his second straight game today against the Knicks. And I need y'all to understand the math here. That makes 20 missed games this season for LeBron. Under the NBA's new 65-game rule, LeBron James is now officially disqualified for making an All-NBA team. It is over. Today, we are breaking down the end of an era, comparing this to Michael Jordan's final run, looking at the insane moves MJ is making right now in NASCAR, and of course, I'm giving you the data on why tonight's Lakers game is an absolute lock for the under. Let's cook. Listen, we gotta give LeBron his flowers. Breaking Kareem's record is legendary, but you cannot cheat Father Time. We are looking at a 41-year-old man dealing with a bruised elbow and foot arthritis. When you miss 20 games and get disqualified from an All-NBA team, it shifts the entire narrative. You can't be the current face of the league from the bench and street clothes. The Lakers are fighting for their playoff lives, and the general can't take the floor because the tread on the tires is gone. This is exactly what happens when you push a human body to its absolute limits for 23 years. It's not hate, it's just biology and statistics. And now, while I do respect LeBron's longevity, we have to understand that LeBron rarely, if at all, plays 82 games a season. That's what mainly separates him from the greats who took on grueling seasons and played hurt. I can understand if you're injured and you can't go, that's understandable. But, foot arthritis, these are minor things. If you look at Jordan for the Wizards, he literally had to have his knee drained after every game. And Rip Hamilton is looking at him like, Jordan, why are you doing this? You don't have nothing to prove anymore. You're Michael Jordan. What are you? And his response was simply the love of the game. And the fans pay money to come and see him, as well as the team. So he felt like that he would be shorting the fans, shorting the NBA as in general, if he didn't put on his 150% effort every night. And this is what really separates LeBron. It's like, bruh, you got the longevity, I respect that, but you don't play 82 games a season. You don't really have, if you look at Karl Malone was the original Iron Man. People laugh, man, Karl Malone? Yeah, Karl Malone. Karl Malone was the one that fully introduced weightlifting into the NBA. Before Karl Malone, it was no player that was lifting weights on that level. So if you want to look at really the Iron Man and longevity, look at him. Look at players that played 75 plus games a season. If you want to look at longevity, you know what I mean? We don't like to cherry pick for 23 seasons and just only play half of the floor, because we all know that LeBron don't play defense. He stopped playing defense since about 10, 11 years now. So come on, man, cut the games. Everybody loves to compare LeBron to Michael Jordan. So let's do it. Let's look at how MJ's career ended. When Mike came back to play for the Washington Wizards at 38, 39 years old, people forgot how the reality of aging hit him too. Now, MJ was still an all-star in Washington. Don't get that twisted though. But remember the reality of that final year. In 2003, the fans didn't even vote him in as a starter. Vince Carter literally had to give up his starting spot just so MJ could get that farewell moment. That's what the end of a legendary career looks like. The numbers drop. The fan voting shifts to the younger guys. Your body breaks down. LeBron is experiencing his Wizards MJ phase right in front of our own eyes. But here's where the GOAT debate takes a massive left turn. Because while LeBron is fighting foot arthritis just to stay on the court, look at what Michael Jordan is doing in the boardroom. Let's switch gears now. Michael Jordan isn't just sitting around. His NASCAR team, 2311 Racing, is absolutely dominating right now. They just won their first 3 races of the 2026 Cup Series season. Tyler Reddick is behind the wheel, but MJ's winning DNA is steering the ship. Magic Johnson is on Twitter right now publicly congratulating Mike for building a brand new dynasty in a completely different sport. That is GOAT behavior. When MJ couldn't physically dominate on the hardwood anymore, he took his competitive sickness and applied it to ownership. He is still winning championships, just from the owner's box instead of the locker room. So when you look at it, Michael Jordan switched sports and he's still winning. Still winning. Now, a lot of people would like, well, MJ failed at baseball. You know, he sucked at baseball. Now, let's not forget, his coaches, his teammates around that time saying although Jordan was getting to a slow start, he was gradually getting better and better. And if he stuck with baseball, it's no telling where Jordan would have ended up. So happened that baseball had a lockout. Jordan decided to go play basketball again and history was made. But regardless, Jordan switching sports and as an owner, winning. I mean, what can you say? That is really GOAT behavior. That's what GOATs do. They don't make excuses. They don't blame teammates or blame, engines or blame the car or, no. We take the lumps as a man. We take the losses and we turn them to wins. Because you can't win without losing. And that's what LeBron James has forgotten about. LeBron James tries to avoid losing so much that he loses a lot. You see, you have to understand that everybody wants to win, but losses are part of the game. You have to take the losses in order to learn. You double that L and you learn. You have to learn from the losses. You can't get emotionally affected by it. And we've seen LeBron James get emotionally affected by him losing so much that he tends to blame his teammates. He tends to get coaches fired. He tends to just be a cancer on the team. And there's no way in hell that you can have a winning formula and the leader of the team, the so-called leader, is acting in that manner. Because it makes the players uncomfortable. It makes the coaches uncomfortable. The whole locker room is uncomfortable. But yet you expecting to win. It's not a formula for success. It's not a recipe that we can cook with here in the sports kitchen. And LeBron is trying to cook. And look, man, you can have all the players you want. You can build any super teams you want to build. But if you don't know how to cook, I can give you the ingredients all day, but you still got to know how to cook. Michael Jordan was given limited ingredients, limited. Soon as he got Scottie Pippen, and even Scottie, that first year, Scottie, it wasn't even, as soon as they got Scottie, they was winning. No, Jordan still lost against Detroit. Let's go back. He still lost. And look at Scottie Pippen's numbers. They wasn't very helpful, to say the least. So to say that Jordan didn't win without Scottie, it's a half truth. Yeah, he didn't win without Scottie, but if you look at the actual DNA of the situation, Scottie was a non-factor for the most part. Jordan had to build Scottie. Jordan had to make Scottie Pippen. He made him that way. Same thing with Horace Grant. Made him that way. Through being a great leader, through playing the 82 games, through having fierce and harsh practices, not being lazy, taking the accountability, taking the responsibility. If you lose the game, you blame yourself. You're the leader. You need to blame yourself. Why you never blame yourself, LeBron? You're supposed to be the leader of the team. You're supposed to be LeBron James, the GOAT. But you over there having a hissy fit, flopping all over the place. And I'm gonna have another video about that. Flopping all over the place. Come on, man. You got to get your head together. You're supposed to be the leader. But like I stated, right now, LeBron is at his Michael Jordan Washington Wizards stage right now. And if you want to compare Michael Jordan, Washington Wizards, 40 years old, LeBron James, 40 years old, it's no comparison. Michael Jordan, like I stated before, played all 82 games. Did not load manage. We got LeBron load managing tonight against the Knicks. He's constantly load managing. Always load managing. He's always hurt. He's always blaming his teammates. And it's ridiculous. So for LeBron James to be part of the GOAT discussion right now is idiotic. It's foolish and it's irresponsible. Now let's get to the money. This is the sports kitchen, right? And the data don always feeds the streets. With LeBron sitting out tonight against the Knicks, like I stated, I need y'all to look at the game pace. When LeBron is out, the Lakers' offensive efficiency drops and the pace slows down to a crawl. They are playing a New York Knicks team that already plays muddy, slow, half-court defense basketball. You put a slow Knicks team against a Lakers team missing its primary playmaker, the tempo of this game is going to be moving like traffic on I-85 at 5 o'clock p.m. Do not, and I repeat, do not overthink this. The public is going to bet the over because they like points. We follow the data. The data says this game is going to be a brick fest. Lock in the under on the total points for the Lakers-Knicks game tonight. Cash the ticket. Father Time catches everybody. LeBron is facing the reality of the miles, and MJ is building a NASCAR empire. I want to hear from y'all in the comments. Does missing 20 games and getting bumped from an all-NBA team hurt LeBron's legacy? Or does he get a pass at age 41? Let me know down below. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. And if you cash that under ticket tonight, hit that tip jar in the description. The kitchen is closed. SLPerion signing off.